Hi there, welcome and thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day, a beautiful night. This is going to be a timeless and collective reading. Whenever it finds you, it's the right time. See which messages feel like they resonate for you. Hopefully bring some clarity to whatever you're wondering, and remember that divine inner guidance. It's in you. Try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so that your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. I didn't do a pre-poll, but I felt like we should start with this Blossoms of Wisdom. So let's get a little floral wisdom to begin the reading. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. What is the opening message to be helpful for the collective? Please and thank you. The Jingo, ancient knowledge and longevity. I actually have earrings that look exactly like that. Should we do a costume change? Yeah, hold on. I found them. It took me a minute. And it's funny because I've been told that these were ginkgo leaves, but I could never remember what the person said. So I'm really glad that card came through. So, I mean, this is a powerful message too. It's telling you that there's some ancient knowledge that you're going to really understand. There's also this energy of longevity. So there's something in your world, either you're working on right now, that's a project, but or a partnership, but it could also be something that's coming in very soon that has long-term potential for you. And I do believe you're getting divine guidance towards that opportunity or throughout this journey and this process. So nice. Let's go to, let's bounce a little in the beginning here and let's do an animal card. So what is an animal spirit message to be helpful for the collective on ancient knowledge and longevity? What would be helpful? What animal has a message for you right now? Please and thank you. Wow! I don't know what animal that is, but it has a lot of power. Let's see. Yeah, it's partnership. you got the puffin. Oh, it's such a cool looking bird. Look at that bird's beak. Birds are so amazing. This is, wait, where are my glasses? Did I take them with me? No, I have them here. So this is about partnership right now. And for some of you, it might not be a loving situation. I don't know why I said loving. I mean, I meant to say like lovers, like romance, but maybe it's about a partnership that doesn't really feel fulfilling for some of you, since that sort of Freudian slipped through. But continuing on, it could be a business partnership. It could be a person in your life that's a great friend. The right partnerships coming into your world. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Ah, that's cute. Feel confident about being you. You are, oh, I like this. Yeah, you're a joy bringer. I feel like you should write that on your bathroom mirror today. I am a joy bringer. And then make that your mission for the day. And if it's not into, you have people around you and they have a rain cloud on them, I feel like you're going to bring that sunshine out anyway. But I feel like this is about you bringing joy into your life. That's also how to get you on the path to your destiny. That's when you get that ancient divine wisdom and direction coming into your life because you're following your joy. That's always the place to start. It's let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So for some of you, this is teamwork you're having between you and your lover, or you and your honey, you and someone new coming in your life, and however that dynamic unfolds. But it is working together, trying to have clear communication, but I feel like it also has to do with actions. Some people aren't so good with communicating, but they show it in what they do. They show it in how they show up. So, and for some of you, if you are starting a project, you're starting a business, or you have something like important to you that you're working on, there's going to be somebody really helpful, but I don't think it's just one person. I feel like it's more than one person that can actually help you succeed faster, that can help you get something so grounded in your life where, I don't know why I see residual income, where you do something once, but then it keeps circulating abundance back into your world. So maybe there's somebody that can help you with that. Maybe that's a professional or even a friend that has some advice. I feel like it's very wise advice no matter where it comes from. But listen to your own discernment and your own wisdom. It will feel right to you as well. I do feel like some of you have to step outside your comfort zone a little bit and take a little chance to do something a little different. I hear you have to just tweak something a little bit, and that's going to make big changes on the results of something. Teamwork will give you the best results. It says your colorful personality. So maybe it has something to do with how you communicate or your specific personality, but whatever it is, everyone has very different personalities. I see somebody being like very calm and like takes a lot of time with how they talk. And then I see somebody with like a really big, almost like comedian-like personality. So I don't think what your personality is what matters. I feel like it's because it's you that it's special. And I do feel like you're going to find the right people that are going to kind of just groove with you. Puffin. I don't know why I looked at that and I just thought of, what's that, like the three little pigs, you know, huff and puff and blow your house down. So maybe it's about I just heard the cornerstone. I'm not sure why. Maybe somebody's going to be almost like that cornerstone, that puzzle piece that keeps the whole thing together. But I feel like maybe it's how you build your foundation. So it's not like straw, you know, something that's just going to kind of wash away when the wave comes up to shore. Like I see something like castles built on sand. I feel like maybe if something was not really stable, you're going to work and figure out how to build something like bricks, really solid. It doesn't matter what weather is going to come into your future. It's going to stand its ground. I hear someone's going to have your back. So maybe this is a person that will always have your back. Let's continue. Let's see what's going on. What deck do I want to use though? I'm not quite sure. Maybe the tarot. Let's do a couple tarot right now and get a little clarity on foundational situation. I actually brought this. I haven't used this in a while. It's called the Beautiful Beasts Tarot. It's really pretty. All right, let's get a couple of beautiful beast tarot messages and clarity for you on the ginkgo and partnership. What is coming in very soon for the collective? Let's see what's coming in for you that you don't see yet. I feel like there's something around the corner. So what is around the corner for the collective? Oh yeah, the Three of Wands. This is leaving the comfort zone. You're going to have a lot of growth and expansion in your world, but you have to, I just heard, get off the couch or leave the office. You know, that's always my card for getting out of the kingdom. You know, you are on your way to the airport or you're in between a journey. It's definitely where something is around the corner and coming to you. Like you sent out that beautiful spiritual SOS prayer and it's been answered. It's coming. So in the meantime, it's doing something productive with your energy. you do have all of this growth here, but this just needs to be grounded. It needs to be put onto the earth instead of up there, like underneath the wings. But I feel like that's that, you know, when someone has your back. I just thought of that weird, it's like a video where it has all those little birds, and it's like they have their little baby birds there, and they like make their wings so that the little birds don't get wet in the rain. So I do feel like that's maybe spiritual protection from that weather situation you're being given, but maybe somebody is also protecting you. But this is the energy of spirit because it's wands. It's getting creative. It's knowing and saying thank you right now that something is on its way to you, or you're on your way to the right situation. You know, you got the plane ticket, you got past the passionate plans, you booked the ticket, you packed your suitcase, you're on your way to the airport, but don't stand, you know, in the hallway forever, get on the plane. So upside down, it's not getting on the plane and having all of these plans right in front of you. So there has to be more forward movement with that so that you can expand what you don't know, what you don't know yet, but you're going to discover. So clarity on the Three of Wands. What would be helpful to know about this expansion, or where you're being directed, or what is coming very soon towards you? Let's ask about the tweener time, because that's kind of like a tweener time. What is the biggest thing you can do that's that productive energy while something is coming to you? You got another 3. So the best thing you can do is pay attention. It's the same message here. There are going to be helpful people around you with whatever you're working on. The right friends are going to come in, celebrate with you. They want to see you succeed. The 3 of Cups is just upside down or upright, paying attention to the vibrations of the energies around you. Maybe for some of you, you got an invitation to a party, and maybe you have to arrive. Better late than never. Maybe it's even, I see, you know, maybe you got stalled or you had something that happened. You're like, no, I'm going to be late. I'm not even going to go to that party. I kind of feel like it's that, what is that, fashionably late? Maybe you're going to make an entrance and be noticed. Maybe you only need to be there at the end of the party. Maybe you go to the party and it's a weird vibration and you're not really grooving with it. So you pull the Irish exit and you say, thank you, I made my appearance and now I have a better place to go. I'm going to work on that project and get to that appointment that I booked. Whatever it is, you just have to pay attention to the vibrations of the people around you and see if it is a positive vibration or if it kind of makes you feel off, and then it's perfectly acceptable to exit out. 3 and 3. I do see an invitation. Maybe some of you do something with parties. I do feel like also maybe some of you are going to meet somebody at a party. Maybe you make plans right away with this person. Like you have really passionate ideas together. Or maybe that wise knowledge that I saw you getting, kind of like sometimes God can just like whisper something to a stranger, somebody you'll never see again, but it's the answer you were looking for, that you really needed to hear. And sometimes it's just, ooh, that gave me big goosies, guys. Maybe it's just a tip. Maybe it's from a bartender or a waitress or something like that. I see a tip now, but I kind of see like it might not be that big, you know, TED Talk of wisdom, but maybe it's just that little light bulb moment that takes you to do some more research on to make those plans brighter and bigger. Let's get another message. What is this tip? Let's ask about the tip. What is this bright, wise advice all about, or what is it helping? Oh my gosh, I just thought of the My Ding-a-ling song. I heard ding, 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 and somebody has that My Ding-a-ling song. It's the weirdest song come through. I can't believe that just came through. All right, well, I think that's your first playlist song. Okay, let's get a message now, because now I'm just laughing. Oh, yeah, you guys are amazeballs. You got the world. Whatever tip this is, maybe it's going to be about traveling the world. Maybe it's how to, I hear tie up some loose ends, or it could be how to end an old cycle. Maybe this is somebody who even gives you like a pep talk that if something is done and there's an old cycle that, you know, is over, I feel like this is actually somebody inspiring you about the future, not getting wrapped up in what is done, because the world is an ending, but it's a big take a bow ending. You did a good job. It was a good run. You learned a lot. That's a big cycle that's about to be over. And that means that you have beautiful blessings ahead of you, but you have to pay attention to what's ahead. Maybe even that transition here, more so than looking at the past. Sometimes I do see the world as traveling the world or meeting somebody really cool that's from a different place in the world, or possibly has maybe like a different culture, a different cultural background than you. There's something that's different, and it's that, you know, it's that dichotomy of energy, or that thing that you never even knew about, that opens you up to more possibilities. Sometimes I see the world as doing something online too. So maybe some of you meet a stranger, and maybe it's not even about them giving you a tip or giving you advice or wisdom. Maybe you just have a conversation about a project somebody else is working on, and maybe that's inspiring to you. But I do feel like for some of you, it has to do with maybe technology, meeting somebody online or doing something online. Maybe if some of you have like a little home business and it's kind of like a mom and pop thing, maybe this partnership energy is somebody who knows the internet. They make you a website. They vamp everything you are working on up to another level. Like I kind of see technology. They modernize something for you. Maybe that's that like residual income. It makes it so much easier. I feel like there's something that you were doing by hand and it was taking a lot of time. So even if it's something online, like you were always doing the bookings or sending the emails or something like that. I feel like an extra tip for some of you is somebody has a company or can help you go in a direction where there's some kind of site. I know they have, I don't want to say quite like AI, but something like that where, you know, the emails are sent out automatically so you're not overwhelmed after hours doing all that stuff by hand. I feel like there's something that can almost like take the place of a secretary kind of energy for you and be really helpful. And I feel like it's still going to give you like, I just see the ding, ding, ding. I feel like you're going to still be on top of what's going on. You're not going to be in the dark. It's actually going to give you a lot more clarity. Whew. Sometimes I don't even know where these messages come from. So I hope, I mean, I do, I'm very thankful, but like where they're going to go. Because sometimes these readings are like lovey-dovey. Sometimes they're business. Sometimes they're very spiritual. I love that. We just go with what comes through. So very grateful. Thank you. And thank you. So let's continue. Let's get, I just stared at that and that at the bottom, but these look a lot alike. You got two wreaths of glory. It looks like that's a horse, and that's the Chariot. So the Chariot is forward movement, victorious energy, cutting away any energies that are pulling you in the wrong direction or trying to steer you off course, moving with that forward momentum of the people and partnerships you have or are coming in your life that drive you to success. And or sometimes it's somebody that gives you a little bit of like a friction kind of energy, because that helps you learn how to gain momentum. Like it could be that tough teacher, you know, so that person that like maybe, I just love the stick shift example with the Chariot. So it's like somebody that knows like, hey, you're a really good driver. Like you could actually be a race car driver. you don't know how to drive a stick shift? What? So they like get, you know, it's a little rough road for a little bit because you never had to do that. You had the automatic car that always did everything for you. And it's, you know, maybe stall a couple times. But once you learn, you probably want to get rid of your automatic car because it's so much better to drive a stick shift. Oh, maybe you drive a stick shift. I had to learn on a stick shift when I was 16 years old. And I drove a car like one of very few people when I lived in Manhattan, and I drove a stick shift. I kind of figured if it was on the side of the road and it was in a weird neighborhood and anyone wanted to look to see if they wanted to steal my car, they couldn't because most people can't drive it. So I don't know why that message came through now, but you also do have the Ace of Cups. I'm going to take these because I stared at it. Oh, it's not the Ace of Cups, it's the King. Oh, you got a King. We'll take a look at him, and then we will continue. This King has pretty powerful feathers here. So maybe somebody is coming through with a loving heart. The King of Cups can be a water sign. It does not have to be. If it is, it's Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Just to look at both sides of the coin, I kind of feel like the King of Cups, he can be really romantic. He can be very artistic, kind of sensitive, but still very strong and powerful. He doesn't always let out everything that he's feeling to just anyone. But you know, when he does express his emotions, they're real. And that's a very special moment that he gifts somebody if you have that kind of moment with him. If he is, I mean, you do have partnerships, so maybe somebody is coming in with a loving heart, opening up their heart to love for the long term. If the King of Cups is upside down, he's cold, he's distant, he's overwhelming, or a love bomber. You know, but he's had a lot of experience. He's not a knight, he's not the page, he's you know, been around the block a couple of times. But it could be, if he's upside down, no matter how much experience he's had, he hasn't gained that emotional maturity yet. But it could also be because he was in the wrong partnerships or a lack of self-reflection. So let's shuffle and let's just look at what you need to know in that future. You know, what's coming after the World, because you're heading to the Fool. I kind of feel like these are also windows. So maybe it's many windows of opportunity. What would be helpful? What is the thing to look forward to or to know about in this brand new cycle that's coming in for the collective? Please and thank you. The Hierophant. This is working with, this is also kind of like the first message. Ancient knowledge. Could be a Taurus energy. The Hierophant's very strong. This could be somebody that comes through and wants to marry you, or is thinking definitely about whatever label you want to put on it, but long term, and definitely seeing eye to eye and working with somebody else to create the rules that work in the dynamic of that partnership. The Hierophant's very wise. The Hierophant is somebody who has people under him or her that hear that beautiful ancient wisdom and knowledge that comes from the divine. But what the Hierophant does is he grounds that energy, which is a little different than the High Priestess. The High Priestess leaves it a little more open-ended for you to figure out that lesson on your own, because she believes you can. You know, the Hierophant gives you that beautiful knowledge, but gives you grounding, realistic approaches on how to live that lesson. The Hierophant also has to realize that sometimes these traditions don't always work when times get modern. You know, if there's a way to do something and it's about that business again, and it's making it working smarter, not necessarily harder, sometimes you got to move with the times and bend the rules, change the rules, upgrade that system, you know, from I just see like one of those really, really old big computers. You got to upgrade the system. You don't need that huge computer anymore. You got it on your phone. You got it on your watch now. So, oh, I just realized I don't have all my bracelets on. Yeah, guess we're going bear today. So it's sometimes you have to change the rules if they're not working anymore. You know, if you are in one partnership here, a marriage, a relationship, and you have your rules that work for you and them, but then let's say there's a new partnership further down in your world. You can take the beautiful, you know, things that worked about a partnership, but what if that other person, it doesn't work for them? You have to be able to readjust rules in new situations. Also, this is where you are paying attention to the right people and partnerships that you are working with, because that can be school, institutions, your job. It's where you and others work together in harmony, hopefully, to have something run more smooth. And if you are in an environment and those rules don't work with you, or you don't run smooth with people that are maybe not open-minded, then you remove yourself and you find where you groove with. It could also be where somebody comes in and they're like the monkey wrench in a situation, and all of a sudden they blow the minds open of people that always thought a certain way. That takes a very special person to do. At the bottom here, you do have the Hanged Man. So if this is the foundation, I kind of feel like this might be where you are right now or where somebody else is. You know, because this is the right, beautiful connections where you feel like it's a spiritual connection with the people or person coming into your future. Right now, I actually thought when I first looked at this, it was the sun. But it looks like you have this, you know, this circle, which you do have something here, an old cycle, but you're having this opening now. So you're looking at this thing that was maybe continuing to go around and around and around and around, but now it's being illuminated. After that illumination, it's creating this expanse, which is bringing you more clarity and illumination farther ahead of you, instead of just what was inside of this little circle. I'm kind of getting that was a comfort zone, or an old cycle that, you know, was ready to end but didn't yet. But in order for that cycle to end and be different, you have to have that spiritual illumination on how to see something a different way. Once you see it, once you have that epiphany, once you gain that spiritual clarity, you don't unsee it. So even if you go back to that comfort zone, you're going to recognize the spiritual energy, and it's always going to feel a little bit weird in there because you know you can expand out there. So the Hangman upside down is where somebody is not recognizing maybe what needs to be sacrificed in order to have that expanse, not wanting to let something go, even though they recognize that there could be more. Somebody refusing to stand up and make movement again, because if you hang upside down too long, all your decisions are going to get pretty goofy. You know, blood's going to go to your head. So it's just going to get more uncomfortable. So this could be a purposeful pause. You or someone else is in right now to take a moment, smell the roses, figure something out, have some deep inner reflection, because this comes back to self-awareness and self-reflection. Because if somebody is unaware of how they did or did not play a role in a partnership, in an environment, you know, with others, or in their own situation, there can't be change. Somebody has to have that awareness of what they did, not just maybe put the outside blame. I don't know why I'm getting the outside blame around here. I keep hearing questions and I don't know why. Maybe somebody's asking themselves some really tough questions. Maybe somebody else is asking them questions. That's bringing this illumination. Because the Fool has, usually in the normal deck, they're hanging upside down, but their legs are crossed, kind of like a 4, which is also the same position that you usually see the Emperor sit in the tarot. He has that, you know, the leg over it, and that represents the four or the four corners, or a solid foundation, stability to build upon. Because if you have a table, let's say you have a table and it's not a round table. I don't know why I just thought of Knights of the Round Table, but it's a square table, but you're missing a leg. It's always going to kind of slide down. It's not going to be stable. A stable table. I'm such a dork. Okay, so this is bringing stability. Is kind of what I'm getting at. But it's newfound stability. Because there always has to be something that is kind of released, whether that's an old perception, a way of thinking, or released in your actual environment. So, nice. This was kind of a cool reading. I know a lot of different, really specific things kind of came through on this one. I mean, we do have the partnerships and love. Should we do a love? Yeah, but let's do a different one. Instead of doing like the lovey-dovey ones, this is kind of direct. It's the Love Angels Oracle cards, like little messages. So let's do something different today. What is a Love Angel message to be helpful? And then maybe we'll get a universe message for you. And then end the reading there, because I feel like the messages that needed to come through today came through. So what is one angel message that has to do with the love department and romance that would be helpful? Please and thank you. Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's divine timing. You have divinity, you have God, the universe helping you out. Let's ask the universe next what another message is. But divine timing is at hand here, which requires patience. Don't be impatient on something happening in a certain little time frame, because it's happening so it's long lasting. It's happening so that you have this continual growth in your life, and it comes in the best form it can. And if this is you thinking about love, it's going to be the right person at the right time when you are also in the right vibration. Just be patient while things are unfolding, because this connection is worth the wait. And if you have this waiting energy here, someone else put you on hold, or you had to put something on hold for yourself, it's the right space needed for the right growth and elevation of spirit. So something comes in right, real, ready. I just heard reliable, steady, secure. Let's get a message from the universe. I actually see the words, which sometimes I'll get messages and I don't hear it. I get the actual like word, like it's written out in front of me, and I just saw so in love, not just love, like in love. So usually when I see it written out, like it's a neon sign up there, that's a pretty big message. So this is gonna be where you and someone else are so in love. That's really nice. Let's get a message from the universe. There is a message from the universe for the collective. Please and thank you. That one. No matter what happens, no matter how far away you seem to be away from where you want to be, don't stop believing. Oh my God, Journey just snuck through. Never stop believing that you will somehow make it. I just remember a place in the city, and it didn't matter who played that song on a jukebox. So this place had a jukebox, and it didn't matter if that song was on, like by the end of the song, every single person is singing with it. No matter like the age or where they were from in the world. It's just so awesome. The other song Oh, so I guess we're going to have some weird ones. The other song was, oh, I know, I can't remember if it was the Backstreet Boys or NSYNC. As soon as I look it up, I'll find which one it is. And everybody would sing that. The other one everyone can't help but sing is All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. And people would play that year round. It was not a Christmas thing. It was really interesting how people always just gravitate to those songs. So, and I don't know why I just thought of Blind Faith, Can't Find My Way Home. That's a good song. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out. It's about you believing. You know? In, where are you? Yourself? The right people in your life? Believing that you're going to have continuous growth in your life in different cycles. And not everybody comes along for the next ride. But that creates space for beautiful new people to arrive in your life. That long road has a purpose. So, I mean, you do have that hangman. There is a purpose for the pause. And I feel like this long road is giving you a lot of growth, a lot of amazing people you're going to meet along the way. I just hear, I don't know why I hear extensive possibilities. I don't know why I just saw, and I saw like an expense account. I guess at the end here, an extra message is some of you are going to be in a situation where I just see like somebody giving you a credit card where all expenses paid. Like you have something really important that you normally would have to pay out of pocket and you're not going to have to. Like a corporate card, but I don't feel like it's something you pay back. I feel like it's something that you get. I don't know what that means or why that came through at the end, but that's pretty exciting for whoever is getting that. Yeah. Let's get you a rock star and end the reading there. What is a rock star? That would be helpful. I feel like I should add to the rock star, but then I would, not be giving the integrity to who made this deck of cards. Maybe I'll put some rock stars in my own mystery deck. Rock star for the collective. Maceo Parker. I feel like he's only come up once. I think this is the guy that plays the saxophone. I think. Breath of Hope. That's the same message you need to believe. At the bottom, go on the good for peace. Johnny Cash. Forgiveness. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful night. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I feel so very blessed to get to be here with you every single day. Thank you so much for joining me. And I love you.